Now, spike planted, still a lot standing for G2 in a decent enough post plant.
You see here, nieSoW hesitant at first. ardiis does manage to tuck himself into hell. Actually, the cyber cage goes up. He's going to swing right out. nieSoW giving his life up in a 2-for-1 trade. Leaves loWel the last man standing. And an easy cleanup there. paTiTek with the 3K. Straight in though. Makes it very difficult to have this many players up though for the retake. Here we go.
Oh, mixwell's waiting on the verge here. That's going to be one, but he's quickly dealt with. Put to bed in Heretics. Doubled down, but it's ardiis controlling the gateway. No one comes through until pAura, but it is a 3v2. Look at davidp. Look at this timing. Does he get it right? Yes, he does. Through he goes. Horrible surprise, but a great moment for him. And pyth in support to shut down the final player. It's horrible to retake with an op though. Let's keep that in mind.
Yes.
That is something that is very, very difficult to work out unless you're, I don't know, wardell. But here we are. Let's see what Heretics can do about this one. Already you can see the struggle happening. That clock is going to be a detriment and then some. Yes, the ultimate's going down, but you can already see the corner's been congregated in by the entirety of G2. Back in they go. Is someone very close to that spike though? ardiis says goodbye, good night, and even a flank, adding insult to injury. nieSoW fancies a go at it. Already though, mixwell's going to dive in there, denies it, and this is scrappy, but it doesn't matter. ardiis will not let this slip. That is a clean board still for G2. Spike isn't moving towards the site for now. It looks like they're holding up for a second, maybe considering what to do. The revive gets invested, and mixwell's on the site.
And again, as soon as that revive comes through, I mean, this setup here on A short not working at all for Heretics this time around, and it looks so strong versus Liquid. pAura going to try and find one on the flank. Pat ready for it. nieSoW last man standing. Against another clean A hit from G2.
There's something incredibly frustrating for a team to lose over and over again to the same sort of hit.
Push that for a second.
Yeah, I was expecting a little bit more aggression. pAura's going to try and play this smart, play it quiet. Oh, outdone. Double peek comes in from G2. Very meticulous in checking their corners. No issues like Scream had before. You can see the ultimates being popped, but ardiis quick on the toes. Not going to fall for it this time. pyth does, though, and finally, Heretics might have a shot at this. paTiTek still alive and kicking, though. Spike is down, so the time's in their favor. Where's ardiis in this, though? It's just down to him. A 1v4 post-plan. Let's see what you got, ardiis. 30 HP, ain't much to work with, and they've thrown everything at him. Finally around for the Heretics. Being a nuisance. He kept 2 players entertained by those B halls for half of this round.
Yeah, and actually the lurk might still work out for davidp in mid. ardiis here trying to hold close contact on the door. pyth finds one with the operator. 1 man left for Heretics as loWel making his way up. I mean, revive on the board. I don't think it's worthwhile here. And there you go. That's the lurk from davidp. They were back and forth with the utility in B main and eventually catches up with him.
Just hammered at A. It looks like they're trying to maybe get that. Obviously, this is going to be the job of pyth this time. mixwell finally gets the pick there. They were waiting for someone to have a little look. pAura, off the deeper angle, does fall away from this. I don't love that, but it does open up a chance for loWel to do well. But he's kind of committed to this angle. It's going to be a wide swing, but davidp falls, and that's not bad. Okay, suddenly Heretics are finding a couple of fights here.
Get out of my way!
The hero comes through. mixwell going to pop the blade storm, but pAura actually popping him through the wall with the operator. Finds another as well. pyth will fall. pAura now traded out by paTiTek. loWel there to clean it up. That's a good round from Heretics there.
Sending Sage all the way back around. loWel's going to be getting towards A by the time they're breaching through. Nice shot from AvovA. Quick as anything. Going to try and maintain presence towards this. And actually success on ardiis is going to be great. That loosens up those other 3 players on B to finally get towards A.
Yeah, the lurker being found out from G2 could be a factor here, though. Resurrection invested by davidp, so 4 back on the feet. davidp actually swings through to tree, finds AvovA still playing there. Again, he's got his kill. He was right to try and play his life there to see if Heretics can regroup and attack this from another angle. mixwell top mid, though.
Okay, mixwell knowing that these retakes have been a little bit trickier. They have been getting a bit dicey, but pyth, the experience shining through, dominating as he goes. He does finally fall, but this retake is rough.
Lockdown.
Heretics need to get into this, though, and you're right, the lockdown is there. It is going to force them away, but are they going to be able to get to the spike in time? No one detained. The spike's still ticking. No one's on it. They'll just sacrifice bodies. The smoke goes up. The wall goes up. Oh, mixwell goes down, but the defuse is continuing, and it's surely done and dusted. So maybe Heretics can do a bit of damage here. Bit of a different look as well. This middle presence coming through.
Yeah, it's the first time we've really seen G2 put some emphasis on it. pAura swinging out with a guard. You know, he might actually catch ardiis in the back. He does. ardiis still inside the owl drone. davidp finally with the trade, but it's 2 kills from pAura, and that's more than enough on this round.
Well, you say that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Not anymore.
Hold on. Yeah, let's see if nukkye does... Oh, I got a little nervous then, but he does deliver towards davidp. Two still alive, but it's paTiTek and mixwell, so there's always going to be a danger, but they are locked towards middle. Spike to hand, and 3 players to locate. paTiTek's gone, and yeah, so is mixwell. Nicely done by the Heretics, keeping control, and I love that aggression on short. Check your corners, please, Heretics. Do not go without checking. Well done, AvovA. You already get a tick in my book for whatever that's worth. And mixwell put down, shot in the back. nieSoW's going to be there, and that's site taken. Very well composed on this pistol thus far. I love it. paTiTek and pyth, though, trying to find a way back through. Spike to be planted. paTiTek dedicated towards that defensive side. Going to have to show presence, as is pyth. Now both positions noted. Time going to be just ripped away from them. Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, really, really good pivot here on this pistol round from Heretics. And a pretty clean take, to be honest with you.
We'll do that is davidp. Do you commit through that? Timing's everything. Sees 3 and dies for it. Information found, sure, but mixwell on the flanks could be the one to keep your eyes on, at least in a second's time. paTiTek might get the first fight, but AvovA's got a nice little deep angle to play with. But it might get undone by mixwell in a second. Let's see. paTiTek still having to deal with all the players on the site for now. And yeah, it's mixwell to actually lose out to AvovA. I thought it'd be the other way around. Heretics really locking this down. Gorgeous post plants here. And paTiTek not getting a step. And I love this adjustment of committing towards CT. He cannot leave this area now.
No, this is perfect. Got him pinched in. Again, I think Pat just holding on to try and do some damage to the economy before he does fall. I don't think he knows that they've both crossed already. There's obviously one in cover. Fantastic pinch there again to get that one off the board as well.
Going on. Does he check the corner deep enough? He's definitely heard something. He knows what's up, but G2 are trying to swarm this. And it may not get them the round, but it might get a gun away and a bit of a nuisance. loWel's in trouble, backing away. They're committing on this one with everything they've got, but one by one they go. And one by one they're going to fall to this. It's not good work by any means from G2. They're getting nothing out of this round.
No, desperate for that weapon on the other side of the wall, but loWel going to tuck his tail between his legs, head out of here. He's got his heel back up, so hopefully going to be able to get back up.
I want to see when the guns come out how this continues forward, because at the moment G2 it feels like they're trying to just kind of, you know, play quite a not fast and loose, but a little bit, you know, stack a site, try and make some aggressive plays while they're on the weaker weapons, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea either. ardiis, if he can do some damage, try and keep... Why is he so good? Try and keep that economy humble, that'd be lovely. And nukkye's got him, so here we go. Heretics right back in the game.
Player to kind of shut it down. Maybe he's still got that in the back of his mind.
They seem pretty aware of a possibility, and loWel's pick towards paTiTek is going to just keep selling this idea of problems ahead. Now mixwell, crouched under pAura, knows those lines of sight too well, takes it even further. But wait, there's still one waiting here. ardiis trying to bide his time, waiting patiently, swings on one, looks for a second, gets a second! 20 seconds, Spike now down, but he's in a 1v3. This gets so difficult to deal with, but he's a problem. He's got the reload, he's going to try and buy the time on it, spams away, he doesn't get it, and nieSoW does. Even the plant to add insult to injury, and Heretics are right back at the door now. Classic Counter-Strike-esque, take away the smokes, take away the wall, make them pay for this investment, but there you go. nukkye's going to pay with his life towards davidp. He backs away. It does show the indication they still want to hit this site.
Yeah, mixwell finally now coming over to that defensive spawn spot. The nanoswarm is perfect though from pAura. mixwell swings out, finds the first. nieSoW trying to get into cubby there, but 13 seconds left on the clock. ardiis here on the box. He can't find the kill. He does eventually get it. AvovA falls.
Yeah, they have to go now though. loWel's in trouble. It's 6 seconds. It's 5 seconds. And it's one player alive. Where is the spike? nieSoW can't get to it. And the fight's not going to be given to him. They can play the time now, and they're going to dwindle it out. G2 just about getting this one under wraps, but that was dangerous.
Board, but looks like we're just going to get a pretty much straight push through from G2. mixwell found from pAura though. That's still lurk from B main here, and whether or not ardiis going to swing into it. He's going to walk through the cage. He doesn't find it. He does. pAura will fall, but Heretics find 2 in response.
They dismantled one arm of this defense, but the others on the site maintained position, and Heretics keep building into this one. This is
davidp actually still over towards mid. loWel actually going to get pAura back on his feet, so that's why the rotation came through. AvovA finds 2. The Hunter's Fury following up, cutting off some of these angles. It's so clean from Heretics. The explosion on the back of the resurrection.
They just played contact off the back of that res. That is madness. And if you're G2, they had no idea. Yeah, ardiis is always going to get you one, it feels like. But a retake with 3, and the money is in the garbage. davidp has only got a ghost here. ardiis on the SMG, and loWel's just got a freebie on davidp. This is going to be 12 all day long, sure. surely. That spike is ticking away. ardiis is doing everything he can, digging as deep as possible, but still with AvovA, still with pAura here. I don't know how he'd get back in, and pAura doesn't either. pit, get out of there. This is going to be 12. He's still trying to commit. He's still trying to find a way back through, but they aren't going to give you anything. And pit knows that he can try. He can try as he might. It's 12 on the board for Heretics. Tall here. That smoke is keeping them safe. Keeps himself relatively well positioned, but the spike will be planted. loWel's found one. paTiTek still there with two. And we're down into the final throws. AvovA's got another. And now who's left? pit tries to play it back through, and he's dead and buried. It's just paTiTek now, watching as Heretics just picked up map 1.
And you can see pAura out of his seat already. That is a massive, massive performance from Heretics.
Up now, still 3 players from the defending side of G2, waiting patiently. mixwell wants in, and he gets in. Takes down AvovA. ardiis there, but there are trades until ardiis just about goes down. It leaves it in the hands of like a pit. In the hands of paTiTek. And now pit's disconnected. paTiTek needs to live. You could see Heretics wanting that pick there. Isolate the player, but where's the spike? Just about recovered. Oh, the timing. pit just gets it right. Those sound cues giving away the game, and nieSoW now left in a dire scenario. 10 seconds, isolates one, but 10 HP. He has to find the fight. And pit, he's waiting, but he might just have some trouble coming his way. pit's still alive, but for how long? He holds his nerve. The veteran from Counter-Strike, the man brought in to fix NIP after their terrible streak back in Counter-Strike. He knows what it's like to be under the gun.
Everybody's in position now.
Yeah, it's time to go now. Throw down that last bit of utility, try and maybe tip the scales in your favor, because it's going to be all through lamps. Look at them, 3 players there. Nukkye's already got one. pit's gone and fallen. Uh-oh, this is going terribly wrong. And now they have to keep pushing. They have to force forward. ardiis and paTiTek in combination. ardiis just trying to spray him wildly, pre-firing everything. But it's low left alive. One on the defuse, and it's going to be ardiis with 3. Beautiful retake from G2. Pop trying to utilize utility to maybe make up for the lack of weaponry, but for now, pit's still going to keep them at arm's length. 1 HP, barely alive. davidp called in to help out. They are being mowed down, though. ardiis, he's not messing around anymore. This man is angry. And pAura, your last one alive. Incredible performance on map 1, but here with just the ghost. Unable to do too much, but pit was 1 HP. And there's a rifle now recovered. Half a shield to play with. Okay, pAura, show me what you're made of. Spike is loose. And ardiis has the angle. ardiis is turning up here, ladies and gents. That gets a bit worrying, but joined by AvovA, so they do have at least that cross covered. And AvovA's going to start leering out. He's going to have a little bit of a walk here.
30
and if they can
seconds
isolate that player on the side, if they can kill davidp, it could be game on. And it is going to be the swing, and it's a clean kill. Uh-oh, sometimes this can get a little sketchy. Spike now safely to be planted. The flank is coming in, but it's both angles. Similar positioning now on the retake for pit and mixwell. And there's pit to find one. But AvovA.
Ultimate online.
Ultimate is available. No subtlety needs to be had here. But bides the time. A 1v2.
I know exactly.
Now they 100% know where he is. But how does he play this outright? The time is still ticking. You can hear the ultimate coming in. He's on the spike. mixwell's going to try and take the fight. AvovA needs to play this right. And he might have just made enough of a mistake, but the time is going to be everything. They should have enough to get the defuse. Okay, paTiTek, the first bit of contact to be made. No player spotted until now. Bit of a tag on the cross, but ardiis just blocks him from the air. Nukkye, say goodnight. That was a little rough around the edges, and mixwell's styling on him now. That's just unfair behavior. AvovA and nieSoW, the last 2 alive. Awkward timing, and mixwell is making statements here. 3 kills again. This guy's on a mission. He will drag his team across the finish line if he has to. But nieSoW now left in the 1v3. Spike completely contained by the opposing side. Willing to take the reveal at this point, as you can see. pit is closing in little by little. A little bit of a tag done, ensuring position is still there. And that spike, again, is going to be in the worst position possible. 3, 2, 1. pit, where you at? There he is. Taking B long control, so going to be placing themselves up at the top there. But looking at the buy here, it's nieSoW who can make the difference. Ultimate is online, so maybe you could do something with it. mixwell again. This guy is doing so much work for G2. Welcome to the mixwell show, and he wants more. He's going on this one. This is to prove a point. This is just filthy work from the man. Spike's now theirs. That is his to hold on to.
Yeah, and I mean, they can hold on to this right now. Boombot comes through. Fault line sent out by davidp as well. mixwell just going to send some bullets through. Actually, he may be getting caught off guard with the... Oh my word. pAura tried to follow him through the TP, but they didn't get the spike.
How many? How many people? Don't feed mixwell. Do not make him come online. All right, thank you, Pit. Get the last one.
He's basically
Here.
High end of EU Valorant. They need to show up here and get a couple of rounds on the board. This would instantly maintain that mentality. There's going to be a nice little pick to start off with. That's the first freebie they've really had. I don't think they've had a clean entry at any point here.
No. It's off the back of the ultimate usage over there. mixwell actually pushing all the way through. nieSoW ready for it. And again, he was the player for Heretics. pAura on the other side of the map as well. Neural Theft gets popped. Going to give the information all the way over to Heretics.
And how often do we see davidp doing that push? It is very characterized. They know this, but Pit's on the site. He needs to maintain position. If he can play this right, maybe catch one off guard. Gives away the position now. Truly noted, he's alone. ardiis is still pretty far away. And he's going to have 3 players on the site at the very least. Overwhelmed. Heretics might be finding their first here. 5 standing and barely any damage back to them. ardiis is pretty good, but this might be a little bit beyond his reach here.
Yeah. Sky Smoke comes through again. pAura swings on it. Another Prime Gaming flawless.
See them flooding in towards lamps. Gonna get up close, gonna get personal. loWel needs to get that plant and get it clean. It does seem as though that is the case. We're in a 5v5 close plant until then. The wall goes down and so does G2, leaving just Pit alive. And suddenly Heretics are online. They need a buffer. 2 rounds, I still don't think it's enough. I'll take that as a workable half. If it does stay 9-3, yes, we've seen it before, but I don't know if it's repeatable. But in we go and say goodbye to 2. It's so explosive from Heretics. When they hit hard. Showers is theirs, the site's theirs. It's all theirs.
For davidp and Pit.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Otherwise, this half looks a little bit scarier than it could have. Pit's been in these retake scenarios so often, and it's so quick. A flawless closeout. That was prime. Look at the flank, get to short. I have to see this flank coming in from davidp. It's going to find pAura. That opens up a huge potential now. Problems for Heretics. So many angles to deal with, and they have no safety to play from anymore. loWel and nieSoW backs in. They are not going to get a step through here. Pit does die, but look at the time. It is ticking.
A couple of members of G2, very, very low HP. Pat down to about 90, so definitely doable here, but they need to find a kill or 2 in the next 5 seconds to make this realistic.
No single peeks coming. Oh, wait, they lined up. nieSoW now in the 1v2, but he has to find 2 individual players. They can just hide away as ardiis fades away, and G2 get the pistol round in their favor.
They have indeed a wide default from G2. AvovA's actually got himself tucked into the TP, finds the first, but Pit and ardiis respond. nieSoW and AvovA fall. pAura now in a position he's got to hold down B side, but nobody coming in just yet other than the owl drone. loWel might catch Pit, and he does indeed. This is all information in favor of G2 though. Again, they know exactly where the remaining members are at least, but loWel will find davidp on A site. This is interesting now. This spy cam is huge from pAura.
This is incredible. He was going to be fed alive, but pAura finds paTiTek and back away slightly. 30 HP, just sees ardiis on the way out. The man's got moves. He will not be pinned down. And again, the information free-flowing here as ardiis wants to do this all on his own, but the HP is so low. And the other team now closing in. Heretics, the net just getting closer and closer. Caught eventually. Heretics do get one on the board.
Utility invested over towards elbow. AvovA and loWel looking to take control here. davidp got to hold the line. pAura finds 1. Pit and davidp though respond with 2 of their own. ardiis with a 3rd. A fantastic hold from G2. Everyone chiming in, shutting that down, putting them on 12 rounds. Angles, clearing things actively, using utility the way that they have here. And straight away again, mixwell opens this one up.
Yeah, they want to make this hurt. They want to try and do this right here, right now. nieSoW is still trying to fight the good fight for Heretics. Dips back in, does do some damage, but look at what's left. paTiTek has so much room. He's basically holding 2 of their players back, and they can't do much about it. It's a bold peek out, and loWel's going to die for it. pAura and nukkye has just had to watch as these guys have shown unbreakable will coming back in. They got absolutely trounced in map 1 on that comeback, and it's got to have stung. Their egos were surely bruised, but Heretics now have just been pressured down. Unless pAura and nukkye can do something, this one is done, and we're going to go to a map 3, but pAura now, it's all on you. A 1v3 to play with. Time not on your side, and neither of those bullets, but he does find 1. The cross is treacherous. The time ticks. 27 HP, 5 bullets. It's mixwell to close. I cannot imagine a better player to do it. And that is just a steely gaze of focus. It's going to come down to one man. AvovA needs to hold back the flood. Oh, and that's how you do it. Build a dam. No one's going through. Heretics holding this down so well. 10 seconds now. Reinforcements on the way, and he needs help. Overwhelmed by davidp. paTiTek getting the plant in. It's going to be 2 of them to hold. Make it just 1. paTiTek isolates 1. Quickly trying to TP away. Find a new angle. Find some safety. Because now 2 players looking forward. paTiTek isolates 1. Oh, he gets outdone by nukkye. And Heretics, pat on the back for AvovA there. Outstanding play. Considering, do I go on this? No. They've played patiently, and now they have to find their way back into this site.
Yep, and there you go. I was about to say 4v5, but pAura falling there. G2 have a stranglehold on B side. Now the paranoia comes through. mixwell converts on that one. So just 2 members up for Heretics now. Couple of players on G2 tagged up. mixwell swings wide. nukkye going to find that one. Dark cover comes down though, and actually, looked like a little bit of damage will come between that when the phone line comes through. It's perfect. Going to slow this retake down.
Where is nieSoW in this? I really want to see that perspective if he gets anything done. Already blistering through the side. nukkye knows there's players by the pillar, but it is nieSoW to get the frag, and now looks for another and gets another. Hold on. It's going to be nukkye to offer up the body, and he even gets the frag. Well, even the UI thinks he's dead. I don't blame it. It's 1 HP. The man's barely living.
They wrote him off.
Yeah. And maybe I would too, but does pAura. Checks it. Nicely done by pAura. There you go, investing as well into this. They want to make sure this retake works out. paTiTek now has it all to do, and Heretics deny it again. 4 still standing as well.
These really passive, deep angles onto it. Obviously thinking of nieSoW, but hold that thought. Wall comes across here. nukkye dropped down. pit actually finds AvovA.
Wait, is loL still in the site?
No.
loL's giving away nothing. Now he has to give it away, though. davidp is going to fall for it, as is ardiis. Oh, it's falling apart at the seams. I thought this was the round they might turn it. And now Heretics still have player advantage. loL is still alive, and pit is frustrated beyond belief. Spike is down. loL is your MVP again. This guy doesn't know when to die. They go on contact. AvovA, loL, all here. That's dangerous. nukkye's going to try and help out, but already loL's dead and buried. nukkye can't do much now. It might be time to posture for that retake, and feeding in a little there. mixwell taking a little bit more map control than they'd like. And this is good work from G2. Simple, clean, and it's effective.
Yeah, mixwell finds another as well. nukkye kind of giving that one up. nieSoW now creeping, trying to clear davidp on hell, but davidp is good for the headshot. Last man up. pAura is found. mixwell 3 on the round, and G2 put their first on the board. They want to go for this.
I want to see if mixwell gets bold and pushes CT. It looks like he's considering it, but that's beyond the point. paTiTek gets timed, and nukkye gets mixwell. Suddenly the retake is on, and it's down to ardiis to try and do the damage. He gets the spray, but nieSoW gets the kill onto the site. Defuse time.
In another retake scenario, 3v5 now.
Yeah, I'm just going to look towards what nieSoW can do. They know that they've got them pinned at least towards sight. That's going to at least remove vision for a second. ardiis just postured forward. I like it. nukkye's good for 1, but no more to be seen, no more to be heard. G2 finally land it. They stick the landing on that A take. Will he do it again? It looks like nieSoW's on the case this time. So potentially playing quite a passive angle, and they do. paTiTek and pit both check on it. That was their take towards the heaven side and the close player towards A. So they have full A control now. The 3 remaining players for Heretics, nowhere relevant to this. And look at Omen's post-plant position. paTiTek is already cutting off one of the approaches. ardiis is cutting off the other. They are in full control here.
They've just got all the time in the world to set up for this. No, I mean, the closest rotation is AvovA going through the defensive spawn. There was a dark cover down blocking there, but mixwell also holding that angle. It looks like he's actually going to go on the hunt. And this is... I mean, it's another push onto A. And ardiis, time and time again, he's feeding all of this information repeatedly every single round. The Prime Gaming flawless from G2 here.
Players now posted here, and you can see the other 2 just waiting to rotate. And here we go. It's game time again. Once again, they breach in towards this. Nice little TP low with a surprise, though. pit and paTiTek fall foul. Quick trade back. ardiis and mixwell find it, but keep your eyes on the remaining players. Where is mixwell? He's going clutch. That's where he is. And now with the spike to hand, he has to get this last 1v1. pAura on the other side, unharmed thus far. Full HP, armor looking pretty, but mixwell, bloodied by the battle, has to wait it out. pAura, no subtlety to movement. Just trying to play the time so perfectly. Using the cam for information, gets nothing for it. He's got to know he's still on the site. And pAura Taking another step, gets the information he wanted. He didn't get the tag, but he knows where he is. Another pre-fire. pAura now on the peak, and he gets it. Mixwell denied, and pAura is sharp as attack today.
So good in those scenarios. pAura
heading through, but this is AvovA's den. This is his lair. This is where he resides. The timing is atrocious. davidp gets a freebie, and up and over we go. Mixwell batters down nieSoW, and suddenly G2 are back in the helm of this, but there is a player on the site, and it's loWel. He was the savior before for Heretics, and he might need to do it again. He gets down one. He needs more, though. He's going to get more. Doubles down, gets the second, and suddenly davidp was called upon to even the scale out, but it's pAura. The man is a machine, and he's looking for the fight again. A classic between these two. Mixwell up against pAura, and Mixwell's got the op at this point. This is mad.
This is tough.
He's just dedicated to an angle. Get me back in game. I don't care about looking at him. pAura now makes the steps towards the site, tries to cover a bit of it, but he's not being subtle. And Mixwell doesn't need to be. What a way to close it down.
A 6-6 game. Ranged pistol, we know. Can be effective here. Mixwell got to be careful. He pulls out the nade, actually, as soon as he gets contact. That's interesting. Oh, my word. Mixwell finds two, and it's his third on the round. Gets the nade back, throws it out, but doesn't have enough bullets left.
Okay, what do we have left on the board? loWel can get the heal up, so he can be back to a decent amount of HP. nieSoW, where are you? Okay, holding the push through the defensive side. This is still very viable. Oh, it is now. ardiis just drops him. Batman from above.
ardiis!
Nice work from ardiis, keeping control. And getting the first one of the second half on the board for G2. For a second, they will get a spike plant. Now, whether or not they can hold this retake is beyond maybe their capability with the weapons, but maybe nieSoW can prove me wrong, and so can nukkye. Surely this isn't how you lose this round, G2. You had the weaponry, but look at paTiTek. Look at ardiis. They ain't got much to play with. And suddenly, yeah, look at this from above.
Oh my word!
From above, Heretics just turn it around again.
So, if they don't find anything on the way in here, actually, pAura might have the timing on this with nieSoW. He swings out, finds Mixwell. paTiTek now got to hold the fort for his teammate ardiis on site.
Yeah, they're getting worried. You can see the pings coming out. They know there's something up, but
ardiis
is well equipped.
That is perfect.
He has good utility, and he has damn good aim to boot as well. Buying the time, 25 seconds. They do not have the time to mess around with this. pAura got the trade, but paTiTek is there. Look at these off angles they're playing on. They are not getting through. This is a shutdown so far, but maybe there's still something to be said. ardiis is saying no. He is saying a very loud no. He is holding on to this single-handedly, but he still has to win this fight. pAura's low, and ardiis is just better.
ardiis going absolutely huge. The 4-piece from backside.
Surely you don't see this being clutched out. I'm looking at that omen. AvovA's got a dirty little off angle to watch. If they all come through heaven, there could be trouble. pAura's going to be on the side. He has to win his fight, though. He cannot leave this to just his teammate for now. He's buying time. He's doing so well, but the wall goes up. Is it broken? Yes. AvovA now on the timing. Diffuse halfway through. He gets one, but it's not good enough. Nice retake from davidp. Let's see what ardiis has, though. This angle is filthy, but pAura gives him the backhand, bounces through. paTiTek next on the chopping block, gives it away early. They look manic in this round, G2. They want back in, but for now, it's Heretics taking the site.
Well, that's it. davidp finding it with a random pat, finds one. Mixwell with a third. Look at this. G2 looking to get so aggressive early. As soon as the spike goes down, now finds himself in a 3v2 retake.
Oh, AvovA, though, isolates the one. Gets the second! He's done so well! But now loWel, he's played this perfectly, but paTiTek up above, he's being an absolute nuisance, a true pest, but Heretics digging their heels into this matchup. The possibility, and look at the two at the bottom of mid. If Mixwell gets two ambitious barrel, the barrel's gonna show. Okay, mid's now looking a little bit vulnerable, and they know it's just a shorty, so they may fall foul to the rifles. We've seen pyth find one. Information now being plentiful. pyth is gonna take charge. Two massive kills, but they've turned attention with that spike heading right towards B. The 3 remainders for Heretics will get the spike down, but we've got to see this post plant.
Actually, I mean, 2 players still very, very far away from this. davidp coming through, and actually, Revive gets invested. pat back on his feet now. 4v3 retake for G2, but the post plant looks solid from Heretics here.
Okay. They're going to commit. paTiTek goes in, offers himself up for information. He sees it, but what else is there to be done? They are getting nothing given. Yeah, paTiTek is late. He does get the rifle back beside him. They've got to go on. This pit is now dead. Time is starting to run out. There is a time incentive, and nothing's working. nieSoW is holding the line. He will not let G2 pass. He adjusts towards defense side. He's going to wrap heaven. He's going to do him dirty. Keep your eyes on this man if it's not his teammates doing it early. paTiTek, run for your life. I don't know if you're going to make it out here. They are hunting him down, but he does just about make it away. But it's double digits for Heretics. By A, so you can see the rotation.
Yes.
They're going to have the player there early. davidp is in the right place at the right time. Here we go. It's game on. G2, get ready. Here comes the flood. And G2 hold it. Heretics thought they had the advantage.
Oh my God.
And it's just destroyed. Incredible read from G2. Perfect placement. And nieSoW and pAura are baffled. They've got A control, but how does nieSoW get there? Against loWel. Whoever wins each fight obviously is a huge game changer, and here we go. Timing! Oh! The timing is atrocious between both of them! Where is mixwell in this? Get me mixwell's POV here. Spike is down, but they don't know where he is. But they've got two players up in middle. mixwell is going to have to go above and beyond. Otherwise, this is going back to 11-11 now. I don't think he can isolate a player. They've peeled away. They played safe on this. He gets one, and he gets it quite clean. 49 HP. He needs more. Oh, he doesn't get more that time. pAura back on his feet, back from the dead. 11-11 now. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea at this point. They can play it out in this fashion. Maybe safer to get ardiis over. Wall is up, and now the post plant begins. We do have the adjustment coming out from AvovA. Gets himself up. We're going to see the ultimates being popped. Everything going to be thrown into this retake. AvovA, though, dirty little off angle. Wait, they still trade it. ardiis does get AvovA. We're down to loWel and pAura here. And they're standing. Oh, they've only got it, done it. 12 rounds on the board for Heretics in a scenario that was never meant to go their way.
It's off on that one. It looks like it might actually be... Okay, pit finds pAura. That's the lurk over.
It's pulled rotations.
It has indeed, yeah. Pat's looking like he's going that way, but oh my God. They're going to explode.
ardiis, the timing. They're going to go right now. The Lear's out. They fly in. nukkye is there. Finds ardiis, but there's more. paTiTek still holds the line. How ready are you for this? You're not. The spike's going to go down. davidp. He's the enemy. How is he in here? How have they not spotted him? He's still got loWel. And now he waits for just that.
God.
nukkye takes him down. mixwell and pyth. The last two standing bastions of hope for G2. Trying to play it back in. Heretics have 3 alive.
The post-plant positions are so good as well. Look at it. One tuck behind default, one backside. nukkye holding on to lane now. G2 have to go fast. Not a lot of utility. nukkye finds his 4th on the round now. pyth down in heaven. The ace from nukkye closes this out. G2 eliminated here by Heretics.
Heretics are the king killers, the Titan slayers. They make it through to the grand finals.